Well, it's time for us to haul the pigs away. Lots of things have gone on here, and they say prepare for the unexpected. We've done a lot of different things already, but the most recent thing that I had to be prepared for the unexpected was this. I had to take care of 2 yellow jacket nests, one up there and one directly in this front compartment of my trailer. I was getting ready to move that, and I said, hey, there's a lot of yellow jackets around. Speaking of which, they're flying around me, so I'm walking as I'm talking. My big problem with yellow jackets is that I'm deathly allergic. I almost died about 4 years ago from yellow jacket stings when I was standing right in front of that tree. There used to be an old stump there. There was a nest right in front of that. There was a nest in the old stump, and I was clearing brush that was climbing up that tree, and I got stung 4 times and needed to go to the emergency room 15 minutes away, but we weren't able to make it, and an ambulance met us on the side of the freeway. One of the first videos that I have on my channel is about that experience. I'm glad that I'm alive. So, what have we done so far? What do we need to have happen here in order to haul away our pigs? Well, I had a whole bunch of straw in the back of the trailer. I had to get that out. I had my wood splitter in the front. I had a pallet. I had some other things all around. I had straw in that compartment where there was a nest in the back. And I'm really glad that when I was pulling that out, I didn't make any yellow jackets angry. After I sprayed it, then I saw the one that was up in the roof there. Moving away from just trailer stuff is what have we done so far in order to get the area ready for the pigs. The big thing is getting them hungry. In order to get them hungry, you got to pull their food. And so I had one of my sisters, an aunt, with some of my kiddos on the far side of the fence. And while they were tossing food on the far side, I came in, dumped out some of the extra food. You can see I just had a bucket. I just kind of chucked it out towards the chickens. Now, part of that's sunlight, part of that's feed over there. Chuck that towards the chickens because they can enjoy that extra. It's not chicken feed, but it's close enough that some of it will be helpful or fine. You can see the pigs are really missing the feeder now. They're lying where their feeder used to be, saying, I'm hungry. I wish I had food. Now, as you can see, they're not about to starve. Most times people pull food for pigs at least 24 hours ahead of time, and they're just resting, taking it easy. In addition to me getting the food out of there, I'm going to walk over here so you can see it better. I have permanent fencing in here, which I used to close off their area. For most of this time, they've had this whole section with the electric netting, giving them a far bigger area. But the whole time, I had these panels, and the only one that was missing was this closest one here that's going away from me. And I left these T-posts in place. So while they were being distracted with food, on the far side, my kids were throwing food to them. My wife is away right now, which is why the aunt was helping, and she was a great helper. She helped hold this panel while I attached it, bringing it right from over there across here. So now I'm not relying on the electric netting to keep the pigs in, and more specifically, they're in a smaller area. So if the pigs don't want to go into the trailer at the same time that I want them to, it's a smaller area for them to wander off in. So we've tightened up their area, gotten the food out of there, starting to get them hungry. Now I need to plan how the trailer is going to come in. It's going to come down that slope and come down through here. This gate I really should have had on the other side of the fence post, or the fence post on the other side of the gate, and swung the other way, because my challenge is when the trailer is back here, it opens to the left, same as the trailer gate, which leaves this side open. So I have kind of a double gate on one side, and of course this has to be able to open up first then the trailer gate, because the trailer gate, of course, has to close once the pigs are in. But I need a barrier on this side. And so I brought over this IBC tote. It's pretty heavy. I don't really care if the pigs chew on it. They're not going to hurt the metal. They're not really going to hurt that plastic. And so in addition to the weight of the tote blocking it, I have some extra feed bags that are 50 pounds each that I can put on there to help hold that in place, or maybe even put some T-posts on the back so that they can't shove it around. Got these bricks here, staged the bricks, staged the T-posts, because this is my ramp. With the ramp, made a couple spots for T-posts down at the bottom. This will be at the ground level, and this will be up top. Actually, I think that's in reverse. Anyway, I'll get it set up. But those will help hold it down. Those are the bottom, and that's the top. Because at the top, I use these bricks. They will be mostly underneath the ramp, just sticking out a little bit, and I'll have the T-posts holding in the ramp so they can go up and down the ramp as needed from the trailer, ideally putting food in there to entice them into the trailer. And then at the time in which I want to close the trailer, I typically have to pull out one of the T-posts real fast and then close the door. I have some additional T-posts over here that are staged and ready to be used. I have this blue pallet with a board on it because they will be able to see underneath the trailer door. I don't want them to get enticed to go out to the other side. And so what I'll do is have something blocking there. They're not very trusting of stuff they can't see past, and so solid objects are really good for encouraging them to not go anywhere. But if they can see through, then they're far more likely to try to push through whatever it is because they know that there's something on the other side. And I also have I forgot the name of it. It's a hog pusher board in case we need to guide them the appropriate direction. I've got that in place. So work in progress, which was stopped by a couple yellow jacket nests. Those are sprayed, and so now I'm gonna wait a while before we load them on up into the trailer.